I'm addicted to Scott's trust in the unknown. I'm addicted to that thing he just said about the flower and the flower. The flow and the flower. Okay. This is about a journey about poetry and politics. They're both sublimations of the sexual impulse, like Freud and Jung. But politics seems to divide us, and poetry sometimes can unite. At the moment, we've got a puppet show of all these various haircuts. And they say they'll represent us, but I don't see anyone out there who looks like you, talks like you. I don't see anyone who's true to someone other than their own needs. So this idea of representation, sometimes you can't even represent yourself effectively in the court of infinity. Time says, you're guilty of wasting time. How come those thoughts you have, how come you don't activate? Why aren't you speaking? Why? You say, I'm safer silent. You're not safer silent, Miranda. You have no rights. Put your hands in the air because they just don't care. Free bullets if you're black. Free bullets in the back. Don't move too fast, they think slow. I don't like they, but I ain't got a gun and I ain't got a uniform, I ain't got taser, I ain't got pepper spray, I ain't got a baton, and I don't resort to fatal weapons. Words. Self-defense kit. A personality self-defense kit whereby we can articulate our perambulations rather than suffering the monosyllables of outrageous power. Thou shalt is a lie. The only commandment is there are none. Word passed down from the patriarchies that's out of date, an old Sumerian storm god from the desert doesn't fit. The goddess Gaia is sentient and organic. Very earth sings, you knew this all along. Life's a song. There was a guy who did a book called Songlines. The idea was, if you know the way the earth sings, you can travel the earth as if it were a friend. Now, whether it's true or not, it's a beautiful idea. What we need is more beautiful ideas. Ideas that animate, add to, augment our imaginative processes and set fire to the possibilities of flagrant experimentation. Because there is, as Scott just said, there is no final destination. We're all in process. And this will never be on a page buried in a book. It'll never be between covers like a dead body. This is a living piece of acoustic electricity between your earlobes now, coursing down your spine, saying, are you divine? Are you breathing? Are you in skin? Are you emergent? Are you cetacean, mammalian? Are you dream merchant? Are you waterboat flower? Are you haiku rose? Are you garden paradise? Are you green thoughts? Have you been dreaming since the 60s? The first thought, the first cell was not the first thought or the first cell. Before thought, there was a thought. Before thought, there was a sound. Before sound, there was a silence. Before silence, there was a pre-silence. But you knew that all along. Life's a song, and we're relearning the words as we walk along. The Greeks used to learn long speeches, long poems, by imagining and visualizing a part of the room that they could go and collect a pile of words that had to do with that, and then the next thought, and then the next. I worked for a Greek once, and he told me these stories about playing in the Acropolis when he was young. And he talked about the ancient philosophers as if they were here tonight in Radam. He said, Thom, you know about Pythagoras? I said, yes. The sum on the side of the, whatever it is equal to the sum on the other two sides. A equals C squared. And he said, no, Thom, you don't understand. Pythagoras was regarded as a lunatic, an eccentric. They thought he was a crazy man. He lived in a cave. So they named their philosopher after the cave he lived in, Pythagora, place of red mud. Place of red mud. That's where the philosopher lived, in a cave. He said, Thom, do you know about Socrates? I said, sure. Socrates had to drink the hemlock because he corrupted the Athenian youth with ideas. He said, no, you don't understand, Thom. Socrates was multi-sexual. He had 2 wives. One of them was a shrew called Xanthippus. And when he came back after a night of carousing with the young Athenian boys, and you know what I mean by that, she used to empty the piss pot on his head. Now that brought philosophy right down to Radam on a Wednesday night. That everything is now. And if we're not awake now, please tell me, when will we